Broken ribs and rainfall. Yes, both are true. Neither one is clickbait. You can see here the snow is all melted. Warmed up to almost 50 degrees yesterday and rained. I don't even relate to winter here anymore. I mean, it's just so weird. First number of years we were in Maine, it snowed all winter. You never saw rain unless it was just some kind of weird thing. Now it warms up. I mean, I don't even really need my hat, but just crazy. But 2 days ago, we got here with some water jugs, and I had one in each hand. They each weigh 70 pounds. And I've done this thing hundreds of times. I walk up the steps going in with one in each hand. You have to be careful and everything, but my mind was off in something. And I'm wearing my shoes I wear right now. They're a size too big because I wear wool socks with them in the winter. And so my brain says that they end here, but the reality is, because I'm thinking of the end of my foot, but the reality is they end another inch out there. So a little slightly bit longer shoe, and I end up catching my toe occasionally on a step because my brain isn't, fully comprehending the length of the shoe. Well, that's what happened. And I caught my toe, and I had all this weight in my hands, so I didn't want to drop them, so I ended up, one on my left side got out of my hand. The other one, my hand went down underneath it. All my weight landed on that, and then the corner of the jug hit me right here in the right upper part of my ribs, and definitely knocked the wind out of me. And I got up and angry. I get mad when I get hurt. And stupid thing, and I was ticked off and everything else. And I got up and I kind of went like this to stand up, and I felt crack. And I thought, uh-oh, I think I just broke my rib. And there's an oil truck going by. And, as the initial shock started to wear off, I realized, yeah, it's broken. I never broke a bone in my life, but that was the first time because I hit really hard, dented the water jug and everything. And so if you could please pray for that, for the healing of it, I would appreciate it. I'm glad that I'm in very good physical, nutritional health. There's a grouse over here. Oh, there he went. Probably didn't hear that, but you could hear them fly. And so thankfully, being in good health, it wasn't worse than what it was. I think it's probably just a little crack in the rib. It definitely didn't break it completely in half or anything. But I learned, a fracture is still considered a break or something, so it's a little bit of a hairline crack, whatever. I didn't go to the hospital or anything like that. I know what it was. And so looked up a bunch of different herbal remedies and things, and this is why I'm wanting to do this video here, because just to give you some advice if you're out there and this happens to you, if you're dumb like me. And so basically, when you have an injury like this, and I know it's broken too because it's a lot of pain and there's no black and blue with it, so I can feel that there's something not quite right there, and it hurts like crazy. I'm having a little bit of difficulty breathing, the whole thing. So but when you have an injury like that, you have some inflammation in the area. That's what the pain is all about, because your body's actually trying to heal that injury, sending more blood there and things. It's a traumatic injury, so it sends blood, oxygenated blood, so it can start to heal. The process can knit the bone back together again. And what I read, I have a really good book on emergency medical, like herbal medicine, from a former Green Beret guy. I think his name's Sam Kaufman, and really good book. Recommend it. And he said, basically what you want to do is, he said, you want to have a lot of animal-based protein, because that will help the bone to start to knit back together again. So he said double or triple your intake of meat, good, type of meat. And that's what I've been doing. I've been eating a lot of meat over the last, day and a half or whatever, 2 days. And you also need to, there's some herbs that work very well, and he had a whole list of them but I only had, you know, 3 different ones, I think. Goldenrod helps with the inflammation process. Yarrow does as well, taken internally as a tea, and cayenne pepper. And Luther, come on, boy. Always goes down to the road. Here he comes. One of these days, boy. I've had a few close calls with him. Try to keep him away from the road, but he just gets drawn to it. I don't know why dogs do that, but kind of like the thing of the dog returning to his own vomit again. Well, return to the road again. But anyhow, so both goldenrod and yarrow and cayenne pepper are all good at the whole process of inflammation. They'll help to, you know, send the right nutrients and things to that area, and help with the healing process. And I also put in some cacao powder, which is also very high in magnesium. It's kind of a pain reliever. Some cloves. There's a couple of things that I did there, and I made a lot of tea with that yesterday, and I was drinking quite a bit of it. And the pain's about half of what it was. So I thank the Lord for natural health. You know, and I was looking up some things online about it, and it's a lot of fear mongering. You know, usually it can heal at home, but you know, you need to get to a doctor and make sure that it's not going to be serious and you won't die from it or something like this. Just, you know, okay, if I have ribs sticking through my skin or something, well, okay, I might go to the doctor, or maybe not. Don't really trust doctors too much, but it's not that serious. Okay, yeah, it hurts like crazy, but I don't want to go because they would prescribe me with some kind of horrible, you know, painkiller, which is actually just an opioid. You know, basically a pharmaceutical grade opium. No, thank you. Don't want that in my system. And so, that's the story. But we're going to head to the office now, and I'm going to be doing a video today, live stream, on the thing of Ruckman and his Trinity, heretical Trinitarian teaching. And so I caught him in a pretty serious lie. He lied to the people, and so I'm going to be exposing that. My authority is Scripture, and that's just the way that it is. So that will be it for now. Like I said, please do pray for me, because it's getting a lot better, but it's still a little bit, you know, hurts a little bit. But there are natural ways to heal yourself, okay? Don't just be quick to just run off to the medical establishment. That's the point of the video. So that'll be it. Thank you very much for your prayers, and you'll see you in upcoming videos.